Marcel, Luigi on the screen. Sandra's got the coolest scene. Palm trees swaying in the breeze. Chillin' moment sure to please. Grab a seat and take a look. Sandra's moves, they got you hooked. Tropical vibes in every frame. Island stories make their name. Marcel, Luigi, feel the flow. Sandra takes it nice and slow. Underneath the sun so bright, every episode's a delight. Waves are crashing on the shore. Sandra's got a lot in store. With a laugh and with a smile, stay a while, forget your trials. Sand beneath your feet so warm. Marcel, Luigi's got that charm. Tune in now, don't miss a beat. Life's a beach in this retreat. Marcel, Luigi, feel the flow. Sandra takes it nice and slow. Underneath the sun so bright, every episode's a delight.
Alright, I don't think anyone can take another verse and chorus of that. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Raw Watch Along. I got a very special surprise for everybody. I'm pointing the wrong way. Ray's here!
Oh. Hi.
Oh yeah, I told you I was going to tell you when we went live. My bad. I was playing the new Marcel Luigi theme. I was letting you hear before we went live, and that's why I was just kind of grooving over here. It's a vibe, man. I'm into the tropical vibe of it.
And Xander cheat feeding the AIs.
I think there's a healthy amount to use AI. I don't want to rely on it entirely. I think that, it's going to be something that's in our society, whether we want it to be or not. So learning ways to work collaboratively with it and not let it, replace anyone or anything, and instead enhance what we do is fine. But yeah, anyway, we're watching Raw. We're here. Ray's here. Ray asked if he could join me tonight, and I was like, let's see if we can make this Discord thing work. And lo and behold, here we are. We got this fucking awesome new stream border.
I'm trying to
find a way to watch the show.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I can do it.
Oh, I didn't put the link out that we were live. Whoops.
Oh boy.
But yeah, the only reaction to the new Marcel Luigi theme was Zach simply coming in and saying, I'm so confused. It's okay. Ray was part of it and didn't even really understand what was going on.
I understand what he's doing. I'm like,
Let me hope that this doesn't mess everything up. All right, we're good. We're good. There we go. All right, cool. I'm in. Everything has been posted. But I suppose I could make this joke now, especially considering that the border around you is yellow, which is just going to be kind of the guest color, I think, on the channel.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Xander Cinematic Universe, by the way. You're joining at a bit of a low point. You're joining at the point when I'm burned out on 90% of the projects I do on YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel good now, though. I recorded NXT earlier today, and while recording it, I had an idea that really, really kind of spiked my enthusiasm and my creativity, and I was telling you about it earlier.
Good man.
So I don't think we've really talked much about the real world of wrestling since SummerSlam. What's your take on the new Judgment Day?
Well,
That was cool.
all right, I figured it out, guys. All right, got it on there.
Hell yeah, proud of you.
But anyway, there was I like some of what they've done. I like the new Judgment Day, you know. I mean, it's kind of confusing as to like the power dynamic here.
I mean, they're claiming there's no leader, but we all know Finn's kind of the mastermind of it.
Yeah. But is he though? Or is it Carlito?
No, it's most certainly not Carlito.
Xander, you say that. Yet Carlito.
Carlito leading the new Judgment Day? That's cool. He's just there to say things are cool. And I kind of love it.
Yeah, I know. It's a gimmick.
And I kind of love it. Like, it's the most invested I've ever been in Carlito. Zach mentioned that Corey Graves is back as the heel commentator for Raw now that Pat is off doing NFL stuff. Hot take, but thank God.
All right.
I can handle Pat in small
That's how
doses.
we able to set up. Ah, they hate you, Dom.
They sure
hate you.
do.
They hate you so much.
But it's fantastic. It is fantastic. Which, for those wondering, just to knock it out real quick, because I'm sure people are going to ask about it. I watched parts of All In yesterday. I wasn't like in depth watching it because I was hanging out with my wife. But what I saw of it was a pretty solid show, and I kind of wish that I'd been able to do a full watch of it. But you know, it's neither here nor there.
And Xander is so like I kind of get this to a point, even though I don't personally struggle with it near as much. You have a hard time like going back and watching old wrestling shows.
I do. Once it's happened, I don't want to rewatch it.
Outside of what you told me, you can rewatch Royal Rumble.
I could watch Rumbles for the rest of my life. Even the bad ones, I can rewatch, except for 2022. That one's just absurdly bad. JT in chatty says, Xander, thoughts on Big Lee? So to give everyone context on this one, including you, Ray, last night, this morning, somewhere around there, when I was asleep, I know that much.
I saw it.
Okay. Yeah, so to give everyone else context, Big E is apparently in a relationship with Mia Yim's sister, which means that Big E and Keith Lee could become brother-in-laws, and JT suggests they form the team Big Lee, to which I say, you son of a bitch, I'm in. You're picking two of the most beautiful men on the planet and putting them in a team together. I'm in.
Oh God.
Oh boy, I have now seen who is confronting the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Dragon Lee is on Raw at least, finally. Zach asks if I could rewatch the 2015 Rumble. I can handle the 2015 Rumble. I don't mind rewatching it occasionally. It's been many years since I've rewatched it, but I could probably handle it.
Why is Dom Hispanic yet lighter skinned than Finn?
Spray tan. I'm pretty sure like Finn has legitimately said before that he gets spray tanned every week.
I wouldn't be surprised because I remember like when he first started in NXT, like when he first came in, he was pale.
Motherfucker was pasty when he first came in.
Yeah. Sheamus still is.
Oh yeah. Also, guys, what do we think? What do we think of the whole border I got set up here? I'm really excited about it. I made it as soon as I found out Ray and I could do this because without it, like I'll show people what it looks like without it. Without it, it's exactly what you expect. It's the same kind of galaxy background I always use, but I wanted something special. I'm gonna try and make something special when it's just me as well. Haven't decided what yet though. I got to figure out the whole situation of my webcam being, in 4:3 square ratio though, because that's annoying. I only look like I'm in a wider screen right now because my box is not bigger, it's just shorter. JT says the border and badges need some purple. Well, look around me, JT. My border is purple. It's green because of Wrestle Luigi. Obviously, and I'm thinking that maybe what I'm gonna do, I think I got it. I think maybe across the top, I'm gonna draw like my favorite fictional characters as wrestlers. That could be fun. Thoughts on Lizelle from Baldur's Gate? She's not my style, She's not my normal pick in Baldur's Gate, but I respect the power, and I like her a lot as a character. Also, fun fact, I don't know if people can see this or not. I have a wireless charger in my office now, which is great.
Yeah.
Which means my phone isn't dying during these streams. Or when I'm in here playing games or writing. Or whatever I do. Because I do 1,000,001 things. And I've added 1,000,002 to my repertoire lately. I have started I'm attempting to start my freelance voiceover work back up with Fiverr. But they are taking forever to have my demo reel actually process on there. But for people who think I'm just a good commentator and a pretty face, I actually am a voice actor as well. JT asks Ray, who is your favorite fictional wrestler?
What?
Who your favorite fictional wrestler?
Okay. Weird question. I haven't pondered much.
There's a lot of options. I mean, there's a really easy answer, Ray.
Okay, who?
Bonesaw is ready. The Freak Show. You're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah.
I'll look something up real quick. But actually, someone is coming to mind. And it's like this really pick that no one will know unless they saw this live stream I one time did.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but go ahead. But Bonesaw would be my answer. Bonesaw McGraw is my favorite fictional wrestler. JT says he loves how confused you got immediately. You guys would be surprised to find out that Ray frequently is confused by my antics.
business insurance, join nearly 1 million customers who trust.
When your broadband goes, so do your customers. And that's why Sky Business Broadband has automatic 4G backup and a stay connected guarantee. Will Sky Business keep you up and running no matter what? Better believe it.
Also, as always, shout out to the beautiful Alex for making dinner for me during tonight's stream. She made some great garlic pasta. JTS thoughts on All In. We were actually just talking about it before you got here. But this thing was a very solid show, very good show. Felt a lot. I'm trying to think of the right wording for it. Felt like a nice return to form for AEW, and I hope they keep it up.
So, I have two answers.
Okay.
One is the Rocket Randy Tyler. That's the character from this movie called Kayfabe, but I watched long of it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Really good movie. If you guys have not watched it, come to find out, because later on, I got in contact with the people behind the movie, because it's an independent movie made by a pretty small production house.
Yeah.
And like they were like, "Oh, you could have just shown it on screen."
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So, well, apparently, like their thing doesn't really go off like that.
Yeah, some bigger stuff, the auto detection will get you. It's like when I used that footage on Wrestle Luigi the other day from TNA. I was worried about that getting copyrighted. Cruz del Toro shaved his beard, and I'm convinced that it's a different human being entirely.
No, so like, one second. But the other one that I want to say is one of my favorite kayfabe wrestlers is the King character from the movie from the movie Ready to Rumble, the David Arquette movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't, and we definitely need to do a watch along of it someday.
Yeah, because it's an insane movie. It's incredible because like there's this character in it, like the character, like the big wrestler they're all fans of, right?
Yeah.
And they call him the King. And he kind of looks like Jerry Lawler if he had the beard. And like they're clearly hinting, like I think it's clearly like the visage of Jerry Lawler. But like the character in subtext is actually just Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And David Arquette's character is convinced wrestling is real, even though he's a man who's our age.
Yeah.
So he goes up, he fucking finds him in like a trailer park somewhere after this dude's become like a fucking washout, and he comes up to him, he's like, I think it's real. like imagine just like the visage of like someone our age going up to like a middling wrestler, let's say AJ Styles. AJ Styles would be a perfect example.
Okay.
And just being like, hey, you're a great competitor, man, and just actually thinking this is real. Think about the reaction AJ would have to that.
You're like, well, AJ's such a nice guy, especially to fans. Be like, oh well, thank you, man. You know, your support means a lot to me. You know,
I don't think AJ would. I think at that maybe like what? Okay. How about the CM Punk?
He'd be like, Phil would go, What the fuck did you just say to me? Get the fuck out of my face right now.
Exactly.
Zach says, Zach, by the way, just because he said it twice now, because it was taking us a minute here. Zach asks you what the inspiration for the Unforgiven graphics were.
I found the logo online, and I like westerns, and I like the western movie Unforgiven.
There you go. There's your answer. JT says that Ready to Rumble was a classic. Like I said, I've not seen it, but I'm up for it if we ever decide to do a watch along of it one day. Zach also asks, have we ever seen the wrestling movie that took place in the... Excuse me. Zach asks if we've ever seen the wrestling movie that took place in the Hammerstein Ballroom. I can't say I have. I'm not
familiar with what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, neither am I. And like I kind of talk about this a lot. And Ray knows this. Ray knows this really well about me. Like, especially lately, when I am not on the clock for LS11 Universe or Wrestle Luigi, I have no desire to do anything involving wrestling. God, that's such a cool spot when they do that.
I enjoy watching the show. I don't like, but like when it comes to making content, I can kind of get run down too on it.
Yeah.
But like the WWE TV is so strong right now. I don't really get tired of watching that.
Zach says he believes it's called The Wrestler. Did The Wrestler take place in the Hammerstein?
Oh, yeah, it did. At the very end.
Yeah. I was going to say, I know about The Wrestler. I've never watched it. I hear it's really good.
The Wrestler?
Yeah, with Mickey Rourke.
It's brilliant as a movie, but like, here's the thing. Like, it's not a wrestling movie for wrestling fans. It's a wrestling movie for movie fans.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like in the first half, there's a good bit of like stuff where it shows you the behind the scenes of wrestling. But like when it actually gets into the plot, there's not much like, because really like what The Wrestler is about is like any sort of job where like it will physically break you down to the point where you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And like so that's just his vice, so to speak.
Yeah.
But also it will ruin Aunt May for you.
Oh, Marissa Tomei?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
You see the girls on
Hold on, let me move the "Go fuck yourself" sign out of my way here.
No, don't do that, Xander. Do that when you watch the movie. Anyway,
Right. Asshole. JT tells me to do a watch along to the Sonic 3 movie. I might try my. I'm not gonna do a watch along to the movie as much as I would love to. JT asked me to show my screen. There you go. There's my screen.
but like
But anyway.
that's the thing I'm thinking though. I'm like, I just don't like the Wrestler is a movie I'm not sure I'd recommend for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like you're like Xander loves movies, but he doesn't like art house drama movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not like because I hate the term like, oh, you're not a movie person, when really that's saying, oh, you're not into art house drama, which, you know, I will admit, even though I like it, it is a very subjective thing.
Yeah.
So, so no, I'm like, and that's another thing, like, the more I kind of criticize wrestling and explore film criticism, like the more I'm like, God, so much of this is so subjective to the person watching it.
Yeah.
Especially movies, because I'll admit I've seen the first one. I'm not crazy about the Sonic films,
Hmm.
but Xander loves them, and I'm like, I don't see it, but I'm not gonna like dog him on it. I'm sure he's seeing something.
Yeah, exactly. A big part of it is just nostalgia for me. But like JT tells me to do a watch along to Sonic 3. As much as I would genuinely love to, like if I could sit here and watch it in my sanctuary, like Alex by my side on camera, and like you guys could see, because like I think despite the fact that there's not been a trailer yet, the teaser gives it the tease that we need. We know we're gonna see Super Shadow. We know we're gonna hear Live and Learn.
Yeah.
I wish I could share with the world the raw emotion I'm going to feel when I just hear the doo doo doom doo doo doom doo doom doo doom in the theater for the first time. Like, but obviously that's just not feasible. That being said, the trailer drops tomorrow. I will do my best. No promises. I will do my best to not watch the trailer until tomorrow when I can get here and sit in front of my computer. And I will do a bonus video on Xander LS11 where I watch the trailer for the first time.
So I remember there's been one trailer I have ever cried at.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, and it let me down so much in the end. But when the original trailer for Star Wars Episode 7 came out, I cried. Like, because, like, not to overly sentimental, guys, but like, there is times where it's like, I was in a very dark place.
Yeah.
And like my family itself is in a very dark place, and Star
Yeah.
Wars pulled me out of it. So just seeing that trailer just made me like lose it. You know,
Yeah.
boy, you know what I let down in the end.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's been any trailers that have made me cry or tear up. I think the Sonic 3 teaser trailer, where you just hear doo doo doom doo doo doom doo 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 dun 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 with the opening of Live and Learn in it, got me a little like not mistied, but like chills go down my arms every time I think about that because I just know. Because not only is that like my favorite video game track and it's from my favorite game of all time and all of that, Sonic Adventure 2, Live and Learn is just legit one of my favorite songs, period. Like, I will just be driving down the road fucking blasting that song. And so, oh my god. Just a botch that just happened on Raw made me laugh a little
So-
bit.
To give you an idea of oh, I just saw it. Oh,
Poor Joaquin.
Joaquin. Yeah.
Yay!
I mean that happens though with these springboard spots.
That is a really cool spot and concept, but I was so prepared for it to just completely fuck up and just all go boom into each other in the middle of the ring. JT Alexander, if I booked an ARW versus LS11 WWE show, who would I put against who? So obviously this is all hypothetical because it wouldn't actually happen. Let's see. Oh my god, is 50 whatever year old Rey Mysterio gonna pin his son again?
And you want to know something I'm thinking about right now?
What's that?
Like, so I deleted the video, but
Yes.
like there was a review that we did together on reading narrative at one point of Star Wars Episode 9. when it came
Oh, I'm
out.
so glad you deleted that. I am embarrassed by that. Because I was
Wow.
into it. I had the nostalgia goggles on for that one. I had the copium pipe in. It's like, no, it's good. It's good.
No, and like, but here's the thing. During the review, you started agreeing with me that it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So it was this thing because at the beginning of the movie, and and I kind of regret deleting it because at the beginning of the movie, you and I were on the same page. I kind of liked it too, but literally because I saw it the night before. No, I saw it I did right after. So I saw it a few hours before, and then we did the review. So I was sitting there, and I was literally for the first time because I was like, I liked it. Then I was with my family. I went home. I started thinking about the movie, and we started talking about it. And I liked it at first, but the more I talked about it, the more I was like, none of that made sense. Like, absolutely none of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened? Like,
Yeah, you gotta go. You had a good point there as well, and it's funny to think about that because like I went opening night with my dad to see it, and like it's not a good movie, and I'm sorry.
I tried one other time to watch it. Oh, here they come.
Oh yeah, Terror Twins in the house. I was gonna say like it's really funny to think about because it's like I will never, and I think I talked about this last week on Raw as well because I think Star Wars came up then too. Um, I think I talked about this last week. I will never,
Oh,
ever, and I think you
God.
agree with me. I will never fucking understand the people who think that Kylo Ren and Rey are a cute couple.
Oh no, it's and it totally ruined so much of the movie.
Like, it's ridiculous.
And and the issue is clearly, and I'm not saying for Star Wars in particular, I think you need to do this. They started episode 7 having no idea what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. I'm not even sure J.J. Abrams knew who Ray's parents were.
Oh
when
no,
he
it's been
wrote-
outright admitted that they didn't.
when he wrote that red herring in the script. And don't get me wrong. Oh,
I'm excited for Bash in Berlin on Saturday, and I'm excited for one reason specifically. It's in the middle of the day, which means my day on LS11 Universe is done at 4 o'clock.
yeah.
And I can spend the rest of my Saturday doing whatever I want.
But
It's certainly an interesting way to do a tournament, but okay. Oh god, clean shaven Karrion Kross is a jump scare.
1 second.
You'll see it, you'll get jump scared. I preferred him with the mustache. I preferred him with the stepdad mustache he had going on. Alright, no one is trying to replace your father, but your mother and I are getting very close. I'd like for us to be friends too.
All right. I got you a dirt bike. I don't know how to communicate with teenage sons at all, so I just got them everything I imagine a teenage boy would want. So here's a dirt bike, even though you're only 13.
It comes on the heels of what's been a rough couple of weeks for you. What's your mindset heading into tonight?
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, right. Technically get back to
Order us pizza. We're gonna watch UFC, okay?
okay, we're still doing the stepdad metaphors. Got it. But anyways, yeah, JT asks who would I book if I did ARW stars versus WWE stars? I mean, let me look at the ARW roster because it's been a minute, and I'm actually gonna have to work on the website a little bit tonight too. I've forgotten to I need to do that tonight, especially because there was the title change this weekend that I gotta put on the website.
Mhm.
Let's see. I mean, obviously, there would have to be a War Games match with ARW versus WWE. There would have to be big bad bosses: Bowser, Ganondorf, Eggman, Sephiroth. Probably against Final Testament, I would say. That feels like the best lineup there. I'd say Captain Falcon versus The Rock, the two most electrifying men of their respective shows. I'd say Lady Dimitrescu versus, or no, Karlak versus Rhea Ripley in a Xander on a pole match. Let's see.
Um,
I know Zach said Cody versus Homelander. I guess that would probably make sense. And then one more just to kind of tie it all up there. Kevin Owens versus the Trash Man, Danny DeVito. You want to see Kevin Owens pile drive Danny DeVito now, don't you? Ray's face when I said Xander on a pole match. I think it's really funny. You look at our dynamic over the years, right? We've been doing this for almost 5 years now. And like as friends, we've been doing this for 10. Like we've been friends for a decade. I want that to sink in for people for a minute. But anyway, in the early days of LS11 Universe, especially early days when we were doing streams all the time together, it was always I was playing it straight, I was playing it professional. You were the one saying the out of pocket, unhinged shit where I was like, Ray, you can't say that. And now here I am saying that I want a one-horned tiefling muscle mommy and a real life tattooed Aussie muscle mommy to fight over the custody of me while I'm strung up on a pole.
everyone becomes a pervert eventually, people.
It happens. And sometimes we all reach it. I think you know what I think changed?
You get married and then you become just way too comfortable with people.
I think that's what it was. I really think that's what it was. Because I think this, you can pinpoint it. I think this started last year.
Who you're talking about always. So like all the ambiguity of the situation is gone. And with Xander, it's literally like the Marshall Erickson situation from How I Met Your Mother when him and I talk. Because it's like, hey, Ray, one time me and this one girl did this. Xander, there's only ever been one.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
immediately know who you're talking about. Like,
yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, as you and I have frequently joked, my wife and I are Marshall Erickson and Lily Aldrin. If the parental dynamics were switched around, if Lily had stable parents and Marshall was the one with a fucked up childhood. And like I say that lovingly. I love my parents. I talked about my parents on stream last week a little bit actually, if I remember correctly. I didn't talk too much about them, but I briefly mentioned something about my mom that I cannot remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna pop out the chat here. Let me try this. Here we go. This way I can still see the chat while I edit the website. Because I don't remember the last time I edited the website. I think it was last Monday. Because we didn't do a SmackDown watch along. It was 8:20 at 9:51 p.m. last time I edited the website. So it was Tuesday. So I am updated through last week's episode of LS11 NXT. Apparently there's going to be a Joe Hendry concert tomorrow on NXT, so fully expect to watch along on that.
All right. So you didn't expect Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate to win the titles?
No, you didn't tell me it was happening.
I told you months ago that they were going to be the ones to beat them.
You know, Ray, I think you probably did tell me that. God, the Woods heel turn is going to hit like a freight train.
I kind of want them to like ride this Odyssey thing out a little bit more.
I do too.
But I wish, like, I think, like, for a while you could have Xavier like make peace with them. Then you could like settle in for a bit with Odyssey. Maybe him and Xavier, maybe him and Kofi win the tag titles, and that can kind of be the start of Xavier's pull
Yeah.
away. Like,
Let's see. All right, Ray. I'm doing win-loss updates from last week, and I'm starting with Dynamite Smell of Gold. I have not seen this yet, so people always get to kind of see my reaction to your shows for the first time when I do this. So let's see. Started with a Swerve promo.
In the next 10 to 20 minutes after your
There's Serena Deeb
last week,
in there with Camille
she made
Brickhouse.
her intention very
Have a
clear.
feeling I know who
She
wins this
took
one.
down- No! No!
Wait, hold on. Where did?
that one went pretty quick.
Okay, yeah. Camille won, and then Ruby Soho showed up. Got it.
And attacked her. But then Camille beat her up anyway.
Also, I do think it's really funny that you debuted Ronda Rousey last week, and then within 24 hours, she announced on an interview with Chris Van Vliet that she was officially retired from wrestling. Oh God, even the logo for Pure Fusion Collective is terrible.
I'm about to see it in a few seconds, but oh, sweet Jesus.
That is graphic design is my passion levels of bad.
That is like that is local indie show bad.
Yeah. All right, Bandito's back. He took on Father of the Year Christian Cage, it looks like. Hell yeah, Christian showing a great example as a dad, winning the matchup. But
Yeah.
okay, you kind of got Colby Carino in the Nick Wayne role.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I love Christian Cage, but him winning the Casino Gauntlet yesterday was certainly a choice.
That was the right call. I mean, he's easily been the most over heel in the past year.
Yeah, but it feels like it's like a year too late for him to fight for the world title.
You
Oh, hey,
could
Pierre.
see it you could see it on their faces when they came out. David's control was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. Hi, Pierre. So far, you've missed Ray and I talking about a lot of really random shit. We got this fancy new border here around us.
yeah.
We talked about wrestling movies. I said that I might do a watch along for the Sonic 3 trailer tomorrow.
So tune into that, people.
Yeah. We'll see. It depends on if I can withhold, if I can hold myself back from watching it for, because it's probably gonna drop tomorrow morning, right? And I gotta get through an 8-hour work shift and an hour at the gym without watching it at that point.
All my beautiful people out there in the dark. Sorry, I'll say something less gay.
Let's see. Also, okay, so Roppongi Vice, is that the Acclaim that they were facing? It looks like, yeah. Oh no, that's not Roppongi Vice. That's Red Dragon.
Yeah.
I think I saw the Bald and thought Trent.
No.
There's unfortunately not a PNG of Bald Bobby Fish yet, so
I'll have him come back with hair. I don't care.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I can make the PNG if I really need to.
No. It's easier for me to put in the hair than you to put in you to make the PNG, so it's good.
No, right, it's fine. I can literally throw his image into one of those.
Oh, it's fine.
Ray.
No, it's fine.
Oh yeah, the Nigel McGuinness return in the Gauntlet was a nice surprise.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of cool.
I mean, it's unfortunate how he left the business.
Yeah, it was out of his control.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my plate of food now for dinner because that's
Okay.
been ready for a while. That was kind of got into the show.
Yeah.
But I'll be back, so I'll cut off my.
Oh, jeez, what the hell? It swapped us around. I'm not Ray. Hold on, I'll do this for now. I'm gonna turn off the watch along border for now because I don't know. There's not really a way to swap us back around. Like, yeah, there's not really a way to fix that. So let me pull up OBS and then stream chat. Okay. Let's thought Hangman was gonna win the gauntlet. How about this? And then whoever wins gets to pick if there's hair or not. You didn't give any kind of thing there. Let's try the Nitrogen Redemption story. No idea. Alright, let's see what else happened on this show.
For the TNT Championship, and here comes the man who has made
So there's
This
Jeff
guy
Cobb.
totally caught off guard by that one
Against
there.
my
Now
guy,
Ray
Dalton
brought up here by
Castle.
Jeff Cobb goes up to elbow.
And Dalton Castle won. You're trying to censor your comment. Oh, geez, I gotta go over to the New Japan roster for Jeff Cobb. But yeah, what was I gonna talk about? What else did I want to talk about? What'd you guys think of Raw today? I was loving Raw. I don't want to, sound like I'm stroking my ego or anything, but like I've talked about burnout and stuff a lot lately. I've talked about burnout and everything like that. Can I put it over here now? I think I can confidently put this on this monitor now. Trying to figure out if that's a better angle or not. Yeah. That shows my desk a little more. I'd rather you guys see the back of it. I'd rather you guys see the room more than my desk, because my desk is just covered in clutter. Clutter and recording supplies. But anyway, yeah, am I excited for Uncle Howdy Night? Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah. It'll be fun. Alright, and then Hook. And Kenneth Omega. And Kenneth got the win.
Three.
Let's see. Said beat each other up in the winter because of the fit of Bobby Fish's hair. The story after the dissension tease between Cross and Frazier got me interested. Yeah, yeah. Thought people would definitely be into that moment. Won't spoil it for those that haven't seen it yet. If it ends up getting talked about in the chat, though, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to be upset about it. Oh, man. I woke up early this morning, which is, I actually prefer waking up early as opposed to staying up late. I try and do both if I can, actually. It's kind of one of my bigger flaws, is that I kind of will try and do both. My fellow citizen. Of course, Mustafa Ali announced his resignation from TNA on Thursday. Oh, hi, Zelina. And Alan Angels lost to Josh Alexander. Like Dream AEW faction. Oh, God. I would have preferred if Undisputed Kingdom had been Adam Cole, Red Dragon, Roderick Strong, and the Kingdom. An awesome six-man faction, like what Ray did before they split off, like that. Like I would have loved a super group with those six. Bobby and Kyle as the AEW tag champions, Roddy winning the international title, Bennett and Taven winning the Ring of Honor tag titles, and Cole winning the AEW title. That would have been cool. Then I got heated when there was a chair moment. I literally recorded the show yesterday and could not tell you what the chair moment is off the top of my head. Oh, he's back.
Hi.
Welcome back.
You want to know who I think's honestly going to be like the broadcast team of the future, possibly?
Who?
Corey Graves, honestly, obviously on play by play.
Yeah.
I'm just replacing Cole. I was like, could the Miz eventually be the heel color commentator?
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
Inflicting fear and suffering. And yet you refuse to remove the scales from your eyes. Your hair is like a beast, risen from the sea. We must cut off your head. So part of the dam rains down, washing away the sins of the wicked. I accept your challenge. This is more than a reckoning.
Oh, damn. Man, these Wyatt 6 videos are so good. JT says Ray defend the LS11 Grand title against Great Khali.
No.
I can make it happen. I was telling Ray over the weekend, the way that like the non real life wrestler, like the way that like ARW's roster is going to get determined, for challenging for the LS11 Grand title, because it's the one title that everyone, including ARW, can fight for, is the ARW cast are going to become #1 contenders through anything but wrestling matches. So, like, the first ARW star to go after the Grand title will, like, be determined in a in like a Smash Bros tournament or something.
Alright.
Pierre says that Axiom versus Styles in the 2 out of 3 falls match on Raw today cooked. I'm really glad. I was really, really proud of that matchup. Like, I knew going in that Axiom was going to win it, but like, the longer the match kept going, and I got to the point where it was like 15 minutes in and no falls yet, I very much felt like the Kylo Ren bit from what's it called? Last Jedi. More! 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 And then when I hit like the 25-minute mark, everyone's, that's enough! But I really enjoyed that matchup on Raw Day. Like, I just wanted it to cook because essentially I wanted you all to watch this week's Raw and think, Xander's mentioned he's kind of been phoned in a little bit lately. He's been checked out a little. I wanted you guys to see today's Raw and go, oh, we're so fucking back.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's the feeling I gave everybody. Because that's how I felt. Like, I literally afterwards put down my controller, hit stop recording, and went, I'm fucking back, baby. Alright, let's see. Now, let's see what happened on the Go Home show for Unforgiven. Cody, the Codelander himself, Codemeister in the ring. Big Code.
I'm set.
Yeah.
Brian's talent and
Raquel came out. There's Raquel versus Indy. And Miss Money in the
also our
Bank got
tag team
win.
partner.
Fraser Axiom's gonna cook. It's gonna go hard. Oh yeah, and you guys are gonna get to choose the stipulation for that one. The current stipulations available, and the poll will go out next week. This time next week, the Cyber Sunday poll will go out, I think. JT, that's a good one. JT says Cody Kingston. That's a good one. What I was going to say is, I think this time next week, maybe, the Cyber Sunday polls will go out. It just depends on how many of the matches are fully announced this time next week. But, like, you guys will be voting on the stipulation for Fraser Axiom, and I believe the options are TLC, 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Man match, and I think that's it. I think it's just those 3 options. Some things are going to have 4 options, some are going to have 3. I'm kind of hoping you guys go with TLC because I quite honestly do not know if I could. I don't know if I could patiently do a 30-minute Iron Man match. I've done one before, and I didn't really enjoy the outcome. But
I didn't do an Iron Man match. I didn't do the 30-minute time limit draw.
I've done a 30-minute time limit,
Yeah.
which is what led to the Iron Man match. It's going to be in the same forms like the old predictions. Yeah, it's just going to be the same thing like that.
Yeah.
Quick and it's easy for people to understand how to do it. Oh, there's everyone's favorite angry Scotsman. Drew McIntyre is here. I'm not going to do the same bit that I did when I was mimicking Joe Coffey on NXT last week. 60-minute Iron Man with a special guest ref. No, thank you. I do hope we give you something out of the... Go ahead.
Drew McIntyre. I said it's not good now. Like I said, do the good Drew McIntyre. That's something I have to channel. I have to find my inner Drew McIntyre.
I gotta say, I really like that you use like the motion capture arena and the performance center arena to do promos. I might have to start doing that.
Oh yeah.
I like that idea.
Well, I thought like if you did the motion capture thing, I would just look like another area backstage.
Yeah.
And the Performance Center arena, if you actually listen to the promo Tony D'Angelo did, which I highly recommend you listen to that promo because it's
Okay,
one of
hold
my best.
on.
It's one of my best Tony D'Angelo promos ever.
I'm glad you've introduced Luca.
Tag team champions, Kite. I know you wonder why the Darling D'Angelos are in the Performance Center instead of in the building tonight entertaining all the people. Well, quite simply, we have a fight at Unforgiven against the real Mariagot who thinks that he cannot think twice. I told him before this was not person. We are merely paid to do something, but he wants to come here and act like he is the big cheese. He wants to act like he can take on the Don. So, I take my boy Luca and my boy Channing Stacks into the Performance Center here, and we gonna train. We gonna fight until we know without a shadow of a doubt that we can kick the ass of the entitled Jey Uso. So Jey Uso, this Sunday, when I stomp your head in, do not get mad at me, because you brought it all on yourself. Okay, Luca, Channing, back in the ring.
Like, I think that one promo is better than anything I did as Tony D. The only thing I did with Tony D that I think was very over the top that I know you won't do because it's way too over the top is where I had just the royalty-free mob music playing underneath every one of his promos.
No, dude, dude, that was my idea.
Oh,
I
shit.
gave you that.
You're right, it
gave
was
you
your
that
idea. You're right. You're so right. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
So Blair attacked Isla.
Well, yeah, they had a match.
Yep, and then Blair beat her in a match. I do think it's very fun seeing that you have the full 4 members of the D'Angelo family at your disposal now as well. Like, I know Adriana Rizzo has not come in yet, but I am excited that you have the full family at your disposal.
Yeah, I mean that was going to be something that was part of this.
Do what?
Thanks, Xander.
For what?
Like Adrian Rizzo was going to be like a thing. Like,
I gave you a mod of her. I didn't do anything else.
you just told everyone she's showing up.
I didn't say when. I gave you a mod of her. She's on the roster page.
No, so the music I wanted to play in the Tony D'Angelo promo was this.
I only get little bits of it. Discord likes to mute music if it hears it coming through a microphone. I'm kind of getting bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, so the idea was like it was just like this super over the top violin music.
Yeah.
Because I am that guy. And like that's the thing. Like you're like, yeah, you'll do nothing that's absurd. I've told you where this is going.
I'm sure you have. Keep in mind, I've had a very rough, year.
Guys, I'm not lying when I tell you this is the most absurd ending to something I've ever done.
Zach says he has a wild prediction to who's paying these people. Pierre says, so Jay's no step closer to finding out who paid off the referee, the D'Angelo family, and now Next Wave. And JT asks thoughts on the wrestling code. Again, like I said last week, I've not looked into it at all.
I saw some video game live footage. It looks really cool.
I've heard good things. I've just not really done any research on it. It's a great reference there. JT asks if Karlak's the baddest bitch in the back. Yeah, I would say she is in terms of Baldur's Gate. The new Cash Republic are tag team champions, good on Pete and Tyler. Oh yeah. It's funny, like I didn't get to watch No Way Out in full. I wish I had, but like it was airing on Saturday afternoon. And so it starts airing at like 3. You started airing at like 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right when Alex got off work. No. Alex got off work at 7. So I got to watch the first hour. So I saw like right up to Pete and Tyler winning the belts. Then Alex and my roommate got off work. And I needed to go downstairs and make dinner. So I had it on my phone partially, watching as much as I could. And so I saw parts of it. Zach says that his wild prediction is that it's Ricky Starks paying off everybody who attacked Jimmy Uso. That is a wild, or not Jimmy, Jey Uso. That is a wild prediction.
All right.
But yeah, what I saw of Unforgiven, I did really like. Like, it was a really good show. I have been thoroughly pleased by your run with SmackDown.
So you didn't see the ending with Punk and Gunther.
No, I'm working on putting the win-losses in right now, so I will see it in just a second. All right, and then Team Kick beat the Way. Oh, we get a certified big trucks moment later tonight. They beat the Way.
I also just kind of love WWE like being so on their times with the show. Like they know, like okay, so the show starts at 8, but the biggest like you're gonna get a really big bump at 9.
Yep, a lot of people getting home from work.
Yeah. So at the top of 9 o'clock, CM Punk comes out, Drew McIntyre, the biggest angle in the company.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you did this on purpose or not, but Ilya and Sheamus starting with Torpedo Moscow and Sheamus kicking out.
Uh-huh.
Whether you know it or not, that's a callback. Ilya qualified for Money in the Bank in season 5, I believe, or season 4, by beating Sheamus with Torpedo Moscow in less than 30 seconds.
So that was my second take of the match.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, originally it started the opposite. It started with Sheamus giving a bro kick to Ilya.
Yeah.
And then, and if you actually notice at the beginning of the match the second time, like Sheamus goes to the bro kick, then Ilya hits him with Torpedo Moscow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kept that in there because I was like, okay, and like Xander will understand this. You try to record, like to re-record as little as humanly possible.
Sure do.
Yeah. So, and like here's what I think. Like, if I am more than 4 to 5 minutes into a match, and it ends before I want it to, I'm going to edit around it.
Yeah, I get that. I've edited takes of matches together many a times in my day. I've been doing this for a while.
Like, don't get me wrong. If it's a squash match and it goes shorter than I want to, or longer than I want to, that's fine to re-record. I don't care as much. But like, I think Camille and Serena I had to do 2 times because Serena was getting a little bit too offensive, and like the idea right now is like Camille is really getting over.
Yeah.
Smashing Camille over.
Yeah. Which, just so everyone knows, I'm really excited to announce this. Something is returning with the WrestleLuigi channel. Something big. Something I know many of you guys have been missing. And that is, let me go grab it. Starting later this week, I haven't decided what day yet. Maybe Wednesday. Just depends on when I get everything done. It is the official return of the Predictions Championship. The Predictions title is coming back after 2 years now, I think. After a 2-year hiatus almost. My Predictions title will be on the line at at Bash in Berlin. I've been doing that for months. The Predictions title is back at Bash in Berlin. My opponent has not been determined yet, but the idea is that I will be defending this every month that I can against a different opponent as often as I can. Maybe some months it'll be Ray. Maybe some months it'll be Carnold. Maybe Missile will challenge at some point. Maybe I'll be able to convince Alex to predict a wrestling show.
When Missile wins the title, we gotta get her like a bed, like a table, and put like a bed on it, and then put the belt around the bed.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, my Predictions title is back. Hasn't been seen and defended since Elimination Chamber 2022. 2023. So it's been a year and a half since I last defended it. Because I won it back from Quizmaster, and then that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about. I like doing predictions, and having something on the line means people might actually tune in. Drew and Braun had their match. And Drew got the dub. One thing I've really enjoyed about us having our own individual pay-per-views is that it feels like our stories get more room to breathe and we're not cramming all the title matches onto the card and having to kind of put everything else to the side.
Yeah.
Because you kind of shoot yourself in the foot with having a shorter match card, and it's one of the things that I do. I do get a little annoyed about with Triple H's WWE is that it's like there's so many matches that are pay-per-view worthy that just don't get that spot because we can only have 5 matches.
Yeah, I do get the motivation to keep the match, like to only have a few matches on there.
Oh yeah, I agree. Cody beat Lexus King. Sheamus having I know Sheamus isn't actually champion, but that world heavyweight title doesn't look too bad with him. Oh, my father is not going to be happy hearing about that.
What?
That Georgia Tech beat Florida State.
Uh,
Florida State's my dad's team. Which
okay.
I know he already knows that it happened. He was texting me when he was watching the game because Sheamus was on.
Hmm.
All right, let's see. Punk and Gunther. Let's see what happened. Ah, Punk's got the long boys on.
Mhm.
Is that one of the modded attires I gave you, or
Yeah.
cool? I was just curious.
Again, miss it. Massive kick like Gunther. No. Best friend.
The belt
Who
with the
has
long
his
boys
back.
actually looks really good.
Always there. Tripping Punk up on the apron. And his feet picks him up. GTS on the Gunther. 1, 2. How the hell did Gunther kick out of that? Now again, 1, 2. Oh. And now it's had enough. It's deserving the Punk again. Look at mom. Handful, wait, Gunther. Handful of times.
Okay, yeah, now I see what you're talking about.
Punk with
Yeah, Gunther got a little too full of himself.
Yeah. Well, it's not even actually all though. He just got mad that Punk wouldn't stay down. He was like, "God."
I want you to stay down. That's not how he sounds. I want you to stay down. Stay down, Phil. Stay down.
Yeah.
It just turns into Arnold when I do it. No matter what I do.
Well, also, if you saw, like, if you see the moment where Punk pins him,
Yeah. Punk had to cheat.
yeah. Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
Charles Robinson was on the other side. Punk says he did not. Gunther says he did. I said I don't know. So maybe, or maybe not.
Yeah.
I think you were like, Ray, God damn it, Ray.
No, that wasn't me, like, reacting to you. That was just my face needed that. That's just one of those things I have to do sometimes. Kind of a sensory thing. Sometimes I have too many noises or stuff, too many visual or auditory inputs going in at once. I just kind of have to do, like, a soft reset to my senses like that. Zach says just like when he fought Gargano at WrestleMania. Yeah, I think it's a good story beat for Gunther as well. It's just that his pride gets the better of him. His ego, his pride, he expects people to stay down when he hits them with his finisher, and then he gets pretty fucking angry when it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I feel like this is probably all leading, like these triple threats leading into the Fatal 4-Way, leading into a one-on-one match with Braun Breaker. I feel like Jey Uso is probably the ultimate winner of all of this.
I think it's gonna be him and Gunther.
Him and Braun, you mean?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. Who else is in this?
So right now it's Kofi, Cross, and Jay, and then I think later, God, what were the other ones? Dom is in one of them. Woods is in one of them. Let me see if I can find it on WWE's thing here, because they announced it. Let's see. I can probably find it on Fightful. Okay, the other triple threat tonight is Woods, Miz, and Pete Dunne.
All right.
And Dom said he's going to be in one of them. Also, earlier today in Owens Living Universe, Ridge Holland has officially joined the U! Chase U! Oh, that's the chair shot Zach said got him heated. I remember that now. It's kind of a funny thing you guys aren't talking about with Ellis Living Raw from this week is Randy Orton beating Braun Strowman and then Johnny Gargano swinging Randy Orton around, hitting him with an RKO and screaming, "That's how it feels, you son of a bitch!" at the unconscious Randy Orton.
Do you know why the episode of Dynamite was called Smell of Gold? Did you figure that out?
What's called what?
Did you figure out why the episode of Dynamite was called Smell of Gold?
Not off the top of my head.
Want to know?
Go for it. What was it?
When Dalton Castle made his entrance on the show, he's like, "I'm a and I get the smell, oh baby, oh yeah."
Sounds like Dalton Castle.
Uh,
So yeah, that sounds like a Dalton Castle thing to say.
yeah. Well, he said he's gonna win an Emmy. He can smell it.
Oh yeah.
Which every day that the Emmys reject Dalton Castle, I just deserving of an Emmy, is it the day more that they are no longer a valid organization. Him and the Bee both need their Emmys. Oh, Xander. Should I tell them about my idea for a movie that I was texting you about the other night?
Go for it, because I cannot remember what it was.
All right. So in high school, our video teacher made us watch the classic movie 12 Angry Men. And I saw a question on yeah.
Yes.
And so this 12 Angry Muppets.
Yes.
Like almost a complete remake, just with the Muppets instead. And one of the jurors can be human, just for that visual.
Well, yeah, of course. Every Muppet movie needs one human star.
Yeah.
Let's see, who would it be for Muppets? For Muppet 12 Angry Muppets, though. Who would be a good 12 Angry Muppet?
Okay. I feel like this is looked up, but I feel like the human. I feel like the human. Like, there's one of the characters in 12 Angry Men is a racist, and I feel like that has to be the human one, right?
Yeah.
You can't have one of the Muppets out here. Like, we can't have the Swedish chef out here. Like,
You know what Muppet? You know what Muppet remake I want?
What?
I want a Muppet remake of the live action Clue movie.
I can see it. Yeah.
With the Tim Curry one.
Yeah. Like,
Like, can't you just see Kermit flailing around with his arms doing the scene where Tim Curry's recreating what everyone says happened throughout the night?
yeah.
Also, Clue is like my favorite board game, so that helps with it. Like, Disney's sitting on a god dang gold mine with the Muppets, and they just refuse to do anything with them.
Well, I actually don't think they actually own the Muppets outright. Is the issue?
Do they not?
I'm pretty sure a piece of Jim Henson's estate. Like, I'm pretty sure they just have the contracted rights.
Yeah.
Because I know there's something in a contract basically where that Muppet Vision ride in Disney World,
Yeah.
if they ever took it out, they would lose rights to the Muppets.
I don't think that's true. I've heard people saying that lately, but I don't think that's actually true. But I know what you're talking about. Muppet Vision 3D. It's on my list for next time I'm at Disney because it's been forever and a day since I've been there, and I want to go see it before they do potentially shut it down. JT has thoughts on Disney Infinity. I played the first one. I didn't have many characters for it because I was kind of falling out of the whole Toys to Life thing, and then Nintendo came out with Amiibo, and I was like, just take my money. Just take all my money. And I'm still kind of like that because there's still one Smash Brothers amiibo I need to have the full set.
You and every other teenager.
Yeah, well, you know.
But we're done with Toys to Life. Now the Nintendo characters, and we're into them again.
I was into Lego Dimensions briefly as well. So I've been every day because, as everyone knows, this is my last week at my current job. Starting next week, I go to a different job, and to kind of help myself out because my desk was covered in like personal stuff, like pictures and little toys and stuff. I bring home one or two things a day from work just to make it a little easier for me on the last day. And this is who came home with me today. Brought home my my Duke Silver Funko Pop.
Okay.
Oh, Lego Dimensions was great, man. Like, I still have a couple of the minifigures from it because I didn't want to sell them. Like, I kept Sonic because I was like, they're never gonna make another Lego Sonic, and now they make Lego Sonic sets, and I haven't bought a damn one of them as much as I want to. I would love to have them all, but I can't afford it. And then I kept Scooby and Shaggy because I was like, well, they're probably never gonna do. I was like, they're probably not gonna do any Scooby Doo Lego sets anytime soon, so I will hold on to Scooby and Shaggy. And then I held on to the Doctor as well. Though disappointed that they got rid of their character creator to make the game. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense that they got rid of it for that game specifically because it was the Toys to Life stuff. But character creator's been back in every Lego game since, as far as I'm aware. I haven't played any of the more recent ones, but like, I mean, the Lego games I've played that are newer, like Marvel Super Heroes 2, Batman 3, Super Villains, all that. The character creator's still in those. I don't know about the Lego Horizon, isn't it? Or something like that. I don't know. I just want another licensed Lego game on a property I like. I'm hoping that maybe we'll get like a Lego Sonic the Hedgehog full-blown game one day. That'd be fun.
So,
So,
you want to know what I'm thinking about right now?
what do you think about right now?
My mind's harkening back to different ideas for Muppets.
Yes.
Because, like, why isn't there not more being done with this?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because people have less faith in humanity.
Yeah.
But anyway, because that's a very depressing road.
Yeah, it's like the last Muppets thing we got from Disney was like the Muppets Haunted Mansion, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, that's like Disney Plus specials with the Muppets.
And it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I think the really last like great Muppet thing was like that 2011 movie.
Yeah, the Jason Segel movie.
Yeah, because Muppets Most Wanted, that it one's fine,
I enjoy it.
but I think I think the step down from like the 2011 one to the sequel is like very noticeable.
Oh yeah, I watched them back to back one night. I can confirm there's a massive drop down.
Yeah,
But does the 2011 movie have Hornswoggle in it? I don't think so.
you want to know like it's like one like because like one of my favorite things about the Muppets is its big humor, but also this like really like subtle humor too. It's like this like really like over the top but still sarcastic language.
Yeah.
And it's when they go visit Gonzo in his like fucking toilet factory.
Yes.
And they all leave, and the chicken comes up, and she's the fucking secretary, and she's like she does like she cocks at him, but she's like, Gonzo, and she's like, you don't have to lie anymore, Gonzo. I know what you want.
Nice. Son of my suit every day for years. I didn't know I could do a decent Gonzo.
And then, then he pulled out his like emergency destroy business button.
The great Gonzo is back.
But I love that kind of humor. It's just like
Oh yeah, that's
they're like,
pure Muppet humor.
yeah, and like that over the top, like really sarcastic humor. Like I know it's like, have you seen the movie Blazing Saddles
I have not.
with Gene Wilder? It's one of the funniest things. It was one of the Beef Saber movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Gene Wilder plays this gunslinger, right? I'll tell you about two bits from this movie. The first one is he's recounting his backstory where he's like, I was the quickest hand in the West, shot down hundreds of men. One day I was walking and this voice came up behind me and said, hands up, mister. Turned around as a little 8-year-old kid. I threw my guns down, walked away. Little bastard shot me in the ass. And the other one, this is super fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's also somewhat commentary, a social commentary on gentrification.
Yeah.
And there's this thing where all these the railway company is hiring all these different organized crime groups to destroy a town.
Yeah.
And one of the groups is the KKK.
Okay.
And Gene Wilder comes up behind them and goes, hey boy, got up here. And pulls out his best friend in the movie, who's black, and he goes, hey, where's the women at? And then they run away, and the KKK guys chase after them. And then they knock them out and take away their uniforms to sneak into the meeting.
Yeah.
And then when they're caught there, they say, and for my next impression, Jesse Owens, and run away.
I see. Hold on, I'm having to. I'm getting to the point now where I'm almost done with the website updates, but now I'm having to make the renders of New Catch Republic with the belts.
All right.
Which I would just like to say special shout outs to you, Ray, for not going with their Def Rebel theme.
Wasn't an option.
Huh?
Wasn't an option.
Yeah, no. Because they have the worst kind of Def Rebel theme. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The ones that start with the fucking catchphrases. New Catch Republic. Generic noun number 5. Generic sound number 5.
So I'm gonna put together this. I said this yesterday. I'm like, someone needs to put this clip together of Dave Meltzer as Randy Marsh in that episode of South Park when he's listening to Tween Wave music. And it literally sounds like someone taking a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, "You don't get it, Sharon. Randy, it literally sounds like someone's taking a shit. No, it sounds awesome, Sharon." Yeah, I remind you people, that man, if Adam Cole and the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express and Christian Cage, 5 stars.
Oh my god, he did. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. Nah. This was also this is the funny thing. He gave that match 5 stars. He did not give MJF Darby Allin that night 5 stars. Which that match is fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's a good match.
I'm not even saying it's 5 stars. But it's certainly better than that match.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy.
Randy.
To unify the two world titles that we have at that
Randy.
I remember when we were discussing the belt going on Cena in season 3. Season 4. Yeah, season 4. We were discussing the belt going on Cena in season 4. And I was like, you know what we have to do when he wins the belt. And you just went, Randy.
Yeah.
And then instead we did it along the way to the belt because Cena was only getting 2 months with the belt anyway, and we couldn't squeeze Randy in there anywhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm just stepping over here for a second.
You're good.
And this Saturday, I get my opportunity. New World Heavyweight Championship. New title. New legacy.
Thoughts on Juan Cena? Greatest luchador to ever do it, man. Ray, you got any thoughts on Juan Cena?
Juan Cena.
Yeah, Juan Cena, John Cena's cousin, filled in for him at the house shows when Cena got fired in 2010.
I
I mean,
never came to TV, so
Juan Cena is one of the greatest luchadors to ever do it, man.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure he had the TV personality that John Cena did.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but man, could he?
A house show.
What was that?
Much more of a live crowd kind of guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, definitely a house show kind of guy.
I know we're talking. I know we're being like pedantic right now, but like to pivot to this, like, you and I were kind of talking about this with WWE. It's much more often that like I've noticed watching old wrestling. It's not this way. Like the people in the ring are performing to the camera.
Yeah,
They're not performing to the live crowd.
yeah,
So you're there as kind of watching it, but you're like, they're not playing to you. Which I honestly think that's kind of like a big reason why WWE shows do feel a lot different than other wrestling shows. Have you noticed that?
yeah, yeah.
Very first time, he was a 30-something-year-old. He could just go for it. And that right there, that might be the one thing was Jackson.
I like how when Punk asked Randy Orton to defend himself, he was like, I wasn't expecting you to be listening to me at the time.
He was what now?
Did you watch that clip of them watching their WrestleMania match?
No, I didn't.
So they told the story about how at the Royal Rumble in the title match Randy was in against The Miz, Punk came out, GTS Gordon, and he was going to be number one in the Rumble, but he had to pee. So he sprinted his back, went pee, and then came back. And when he hit Orton with the GTS in the ring, he accidentally actually clipped Orton a little bit. And then Punk went, "Oh my God, are you okay, man? I'm so sorry." No, man, it's fine. You didn't get me. Are you sure I didn't get you? No, man, you didn't get me. I'm fine. All right, man, cool. I gotta go. And he left, and then when he came back, he heard Randy talking to Arn. Dude, that unprofessional shit. Uncle, what the fuck, man? We were like talking and burying him, saying like all this shit about Punk. And then
Yeah,
of course, Punk being Punk, and Randy doesn't see him because he has his back turned to him. He just comes up behind him as he's bitching Arn, and Arn's trying to like signal to Orton to shut up. And eventually, like, he turns around. He's like, "Dude, you said I didn't hit you. Why the fuck did you say that shit?" And he's like, "Honest." And then I walked away. But, and so they're in this video talking about this, and then Punk just asks, "So why did you walk away?" Like, so why did you say it was fine? Then go like to Mr. Arn. He goes, "Honestly, I wasn't expecting you to be listening." He doesn't make any excuse where he's like, "Honestly, I just didn't know you were there. I was comfortable doing that. I was an asshole at the time."
Yeah, Randy has definitely matured over the last many years. I love when Cody talked about it when he first came back. He was like, I hear Randy's matured. He's a family man now, and I'm not having it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Massive. Nice bunch. Big shells, especially to
Got a
make
promo on Cody as the Homelander. JT, you always give me the most fucking outlandish and weird requests. And I don't know what you expect me to do with them, quite honestly.
or perhaps maybe the infections all about a whole day. Anyway, I will what he's got. Okay, so you do want to use the recipe contract with about pricing. You don't have to worry about the price going up. Yeah, I need to have to make my tomorrow. It pays to be connected. Tesco Mobile.
See, I will say I'm excited knowing Pretty Deadly lost the tag titles because I know what comes next. I know
Yeah.
what your next story with them is, and I'm very excited for it.
It's on us to make new energy work. It's on next.
Solid 56 days for Pretty Deadly as champions.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to do like the big carpet photos. They get all the attention, all the media, all the attention.
Asking you to cut a promo is the least weird. It is one of the least weird requests, but asking me to cut a promo on a wrestler pretending I'm a fictional character, doing so, I have to go through, much like how Reyes had channeled Drew McIntyre, I have to go to a very, very, very dark place to become Homelander. It's the same dark place I had to go to during the 6 for Cody. Like, do you think take this bat and cave her fucking skull in or I'm gonna do it for you is something I just had ready to go? No. It took me a while to prepare myself to say that.
I had no problems coming up with fucked up things that make Jay White say. I have no remorse. I'm from.
Zach says, I don't know why, but I got the bar storyline thing with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. They started off hating each other, and after a best of 7, they win the tag belts.
I mean, 'cause, like that's not the first time that's been done, even before the bar.
Oh, yeah.
That's been the thing. That's been a trope in wrestling going back decades, at least. Well,
The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks! Wait, hold on. I fucked up. I mean, the big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks! I was actually wanting like a wah, wah, but that'll work for now.
Bronx for them, Bronx for them, Bronx for them. Waste your time, never fight, Strowman wins, Bronx for them.
There we go.
Now, Bronson Reed's probably going to win this.
Yeah, Braun is kind of in that putting other people over phase, and I'm more than okay with that. I love Braun, and I feel like he should have had more time in the sun than he had. But, you know, the old bastard was obsessed with the idea that Brock needed to be champion for fucking like 700 days or whatever it was, and that Roman needed to be the one to beat him.
Yeah, but at the same time, he did get to win the belt, and he was top of the card for a long time.
Yeah, but with Braun, it's like,
And like literally not bad for like someone who like this wasn't like this was something Ron decided to do later in life,
yeah. Yeah, as Zach put it, Braun was champion 3 years too late. That's my big issue. It's like you had 2 solid years, 2017 and 2018, where he was ready to be champion, but you were so obsessed with Roman versus Brock needing to be the title feud, and one of those two needing to be the champion for 3 straight years, that people like Braun and Samoa Joe, who were extremely over and would have really benefited from being Universal Champion, and Bobby Lashley too, never got their moment in the sun because it needed to be Roman and Brock, damn it, because I know better than all of you. And then lo and behold, Roman became the biggest thing in wrestling when the old man got out of the fucking way. Huh. An animated Transformers movie. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't like the 3D animated style for that personally. Like, this is one of the rare cases where you're gonna hear me say this. It looks cooler in the Michael Bay movie. Yes, I did just say that.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with you about this yesterday. Like, it looks like Sony is going to let go of their relationship with Lord and Miller, the creators behind the Spider-Verse movies,
Yeah.
after they're done with this contract right now, which includes they're finishing Beyond the Spider-Verse and the first season of Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had some disagreements over the budget for Spider-Man Noir.
Mm.
And yes, Nicolas Cage is coming back for that.
I mean, you know, I feel like that was the big part of the budget. Is Sony was like, guys, do we really need Nicolas Cage? Yes, you need Nick the Cage Cage.
Don't you ever suggest to me that anyone can be Nicolas Cage other than Nicolas Cage?
I'm not suggesting anyone else be Nicolas Cage.
You know, I'll be saying and love to either. I'll be. Gave him his Oscar, then he got weird.
He was like, I reached the top of the mountain. It's time to start just being weird.
No, literally, that's exactly what happened.
And like, he's a fucking playable character in Dead by Daylight for some reason.
Yes, because he's Nicolas Cage.
Like, next time Dead by Daylight goes on sale and I have money, I'm gonna pick it up. Because Five Nights at Freddy's stuff is coming to it next summer. But like, I don't know how I feel about the fact that I'm soon gonna be able to run around as Freddy Fazbear, trying to kill Laura Croft, Ash Williams, Leon Kennedy, and Nicolas Cage.
I'm about to send you something on Instagram.
Oh! Alright, let me see what you sent me. Hold on, I just sent something to my wife I just found on Instagram first. I not play the music because that'll get us copyrighted, but yeah, that's just kind of you when we hang out, though.
Yeah.
When Braun was flipping over trucks, Amos is breaking rings using grappling hook. That was Braun's best years. The I'm not finished with you, Braun. Yeah, I agree.
As Brian Zane said about Brock Lesnar, Universe Man, champion for eternity, man, usually led by Paul Heyman, Universe Man. He only shows once a month to throw or show. Germans he throws, it's all he knows. But when he's done, he's wealthy Joe. Nobody can be Universe Man. Oh man, they're going towards the entrance. What are you guys gonna do now? Are they gonna go like full like Ron in 2017 within like? Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love that.
I would love it if we went back to I'm not finished with you.
Like him holding back a semi truck, or like
Flipping an ambulance.
yeah, or like literally lifting half the stage up.
Yeah. Never made it as a Wyatt. I couldn't cut it as the guy in the sheep mask, so I shaved the sides of my head. Went to Raw and kicked a bunch of ass, and this is how I got over playing a stand-up bass. This is how I got over lies. I hate your face. Final Testament versus Monday Messiah. Who wins? God, I mean, we're going to the L11 Universe versions.
No, what, is this a Falls Count Anywhere match?
No, the match is over.
Okay.
I was reading a chat from JT is what I was talking about.
I would love it if like okay, like what's the big thing? What's the spectacle here? You got the forklift, you got a car.
Given who's involved, it's a little tame so far. Oh, Braun, are you going to do something absurd?
That's right, Braun. Remember who you are. Remember who you are, Braun. Remember who you are. Oh. Da-da-da-da-da.
All right, I think we might be finally getting towards something absurd.
I'll tell you what, Ironbo's sitting here like, come on, do something absurd, please. That'd be fun.
Like, come on, Hunter.
Corey Graves, one of the tongue twisters.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Where did you get that, Braun?
Here we go.
Why keep climbing? Oh man.
That was fucking awesome. I wish they'd gone more absurd with it. I wish when they collided, every bit of glass exploded, the wheels flew off, and the car just
fell through the car.
Yes. More.
I
More!
fell through the car and like smoke and like smoke starts pouring out, and then it's like
More.
they pull Bronson out, and he's like covered in blood. Like there's
Braun is just impaled with the radiator.
no, like literally, like they just cut to like Braun with like a bunched up piece of his shirt, just like
That was awesome, though. One way or the other, that was awesome. I wish it had been even more absurd, though.
Could you imagine like someone being like, all right guys, wish me luck tomorrow. I'm not gonna trade in this old thing. And I'm gonna finally get myself a new set of coat wheels. Oh, come on! Like, whose car was that?
I don't think they said.
Did you see the YouTube short about Santino or Ella and his meatballs?
Yes. My meatballs!
My favorite part about that is just his selling of it with his legs in the air, like shaking them like he's being electrocuted.
Hello? Is someone got the 6 solid titanium engagement? I'll say.
I'll say Santino is one of a kind.
He sure is.
Home of fabulous prices at dusk.com. Here's Amy with the Flow forecast. Your temperatures like the weather. And your tax absorbency, check through. Heavy downpour, size up for extra protection. Just drizzling, size down. So it's comfortable to under. It's okay. It's not safe to do what's right for you. Up.
I gotta tell you guys, one thing that's been really nice for me is like I've not given SummerSlam 2015 an announced air date yet, and that's been on purpose because I just haven't had the motivation to do it every day when I come home. And it's been really nice not giving it a release date because I don't have the pressure on me to do it. And I'm also not going to have people being like, you said it's going to be this day. Where is it? Over and over. And so it's just been very nice being able to just fucking relax for a day. Because I've got a million and one things I do now. Like all my different freelancing stuff I work on and stuff like that. Okay, they did have the glass explode like on the sides of the car. I can accept that. For now.
Oh shit, man! Run! Mom's gonna flip, man! No, I literally was imagining this exact thing. Just like imagine like a Ron like a bloody round or something.
Yeah. I guess Uncle
I know
Howdy's
you
main
said,
eventing
like, the
night.
muffler, but- Yeah, I know you said like the muffler, but I'm thinking something like a bit more just like comedic, just like to stick shift, just like. I don't hate the Miz, but every time he comes out, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm indifferent on him at this point. JT asks thoughts on Noam Dar joining the Hurt Business. Hey man, it worked at the time. Should we have just done Shelton? Yeah.
I think Philip was a good choice.
It worked for a while, I suppose. Runs and read the new Hall of Pain Mark Henry where everyone that faces him gets hurt. I have no idea, man.
Oh, okay. I'm not sending you a question. Have you seen the NWA Triple Crown Championship?
I think I may have.
This is an unofficial belt. The NWA never recognized it. By God, though, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I feel like Woods wins this one.
Woo! Any questions from the people?
Oh. JT asks, did we not have Shelton join Hurt Business because we didn't want to just put a bunch of black wrestlers all on the same team together for the sake of their race? No, it was a matter we were doing the Shelton and Chad team in NXT. And I will admit that was a small part of it as well, was I didn't want to be like, well, we're just going to put all the people that look like this together and all the people of this ethnicity together and all the people of this race together. I've never liked that.
And it's not like it's also not like an inclusivity thing either, right? It's not like well, we have a group, so we have to make sure we get this. That wasn't our mindset either. I feel like we would try to make sure we didn't put a bunch of people of one race or one kind of certain thing like that together. But at the same time, we would also try to book to make sure the personalities match. And I think Noam Dar's personality really does fit with the Hurt Business as a go.
Yeah.
So that's where I think that was a good pick for him being in the ring.
Pre-Scottish Supernova, vicious attacker Noam Dar from 2016 to 2018. Or 2016 to 2021. Yeah. Then when he got the fucking braids and all that with what he does now, no, doesn't really work anymore. I'm sorry. I like that.
At the time.
Yeah, no, I agree.
At the time, his character.
I agree with you. At the time we did it, but if we were making it nowadays, we wouldn't because Noam Dar's character doesn't fit now. And I'm sorry. I like Noam Dar. The pigtail braids make me not able to take him seriously in the slightest.
Yeah.
I find Metaphor entertaining, but I don't take him seriously as an NXT champion level competitor.
Yeah.
But
honestly,
go ahead.
And a lot of wrestlers have talked about this, especially at a certain age, how they want to be in NXT over anything else. And
Yeah.
like Stevie Richards said, if he came back today, he'd want to do NXT. Because in NXT, he could be a bigger part of the show. He could have more of a place of prominence, even if he's getting paid less. And also, just you live in Florida.
Yeah.
You don't travel around the country full time.
Yeah.
Now it's a bit different because NXT is firmly developmental again.
Oh yeah. And it's just kind of on a similar end.
Where it was. And I know it's weird to say, but NXT stopped being developmental and started more being WWE's answer to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say on the Hurt Business note, it's there were points where when we kind of did the soft reboot of the Hurt Business in season 3 where we got Noam out of there and everything happened. I was pushing, and then releases happened, and we ended up not doing the women's tag titles for another season and all of that. There was a point where I was gonna push for the Hurt Business to be Lashley, MVP, Samoa Joe, and then Moose when we opened the Forbidden Door, and then Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler as the tag team, because Bianca, Shayna, and Samoa Joe all kind of really fit that Hurt Business style. And I think Samoa Joe, Lashley, and MVP made up the BDC in TNA. The Beatdown Crew, I think is what it was called.
I thought it was Beatdown Clan.
Beatdown Clan, you're right. Yeah, and it was MVP, Kenny King, Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, Low Key, Eric Young, Homicide, and Hernandez.
Fuck Kenny King.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not a Kenny King guy, Ray.
Nope.
Well,
In the words of Jim Cornette, he doesn't tell me how to wrestle. I won't tell him how to shake his dick in people's faces.
Stripper Kenny, Stripper Kenny. The most successful you've ever been is when you became a male stripper.
So Jim Cornette has some like opinions on the TNA NXT thing,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "What about Joe Hendry? Well, he's a fine young man."
Jim's just still kind of petty that Joe out ate him, isn't he?
Huh?
Jim is just upset that Joe Hendry out ate him in the burger eating contest, isn't he?
He loves Joe Hendry.
I mean, I get it. Joe Hendry's got the comedic aspect to the character, but he's also a very serious wrestler.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And that's the thing that I don't get like a lot of people like understand when they like. I understand Jim Cornette's perspective on this. Like the issue isn't comedy in wrestling.
It's
The issue is comedy in wrestling at the risk of believability.
yeah,
Like it's like Joe Hendry works because he tries to make people laugh, but in the context of the match, in the context of him making his opponents upset, in the
yeah,
it's like that's my issue with Chuck Taylor and the invisible hand grenade.
yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
JT says put Big Swole in NXT. Not really interested, quite honestly.
who Big Swole?
Yeah, just not really that interested. I think she's retired now.
Yeah. I mean, if she signed to NXT.
Huh?
If she was signed to NXT.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. It's like if she signed, I'd use her, but like she's retired from what I remember. She and AEW parted ways in 2021. Parted ways the next day, or no, later that same night. An episode of LS11 Dynamite aired because that was back when AEW premiered every week because I was doing that for some reason. And someone was like, "Didn't she just leave AEW today?" I was like, "Yeah, but I recorded this episode a week ago."
Yeah, because you used to bulk record fun.
The furthest I ever got ahead was 3 months.
Huh?
There was a point in time where I was ahead by 3 months in terms of weekly episodes.
Yeah, which is like you like and like I get like like I don't like try to keep ahead, which I understand the idea of like and I might try doing it when I'm like recorded like 3 weeks in advance.
That's what I'm trying to get.
But like you have to keep your ability to like respond and if something's not working.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. And that's part of why I just do week to week nowadays. That, and I don't have as much time. Before, when I oddly had more time when I was a college student. And it was genuinely in part because I was younger. Like, there's something about when you hit the age of 21, or it's probably more like 22. When you hit like the age of 22, you just start getting tired quickly.
Well, also not that like now like like your relationship was a big part of your life then, but like back then it wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't as big a part of your life as it is now, obviously, because that's your wife, that's your partner. Like at the time she was going to college in South Georgia, you were going to college in North Georgia, so it's just a different situation with your time.
Yeah. Why the hell is Miz wrestling in a shirt?
That's the mark of someone, Xander, who's at the tail end of it.
I feel like Woods has got to win this one.
I can see Dunn.
I could see them doing something stupid and having Miz win it. I'd like to see Woods win a singles title at some point. Because I like Xavier Woods a lot.
Yeah. But this match needs to end soon.
All right. Zach says, yeah, Miz could win because they need someone to break Jericho's record. I don't think they're interested in having it be Miz breaking Jericho's record if they ever even break that record. I think Miz had a better chance of breaking that record under Vince than under Triple H. Well, there you go. Pete Dunne with the dub.
Also, I would not be surprised to see Fish go back and
Oh, yeah. At the very least, for a Hall of Fame induction one day.
yeah.
But right now, Jericho's happy that he's got a boss that will pay him more money than WWE ever did to do far less than he ever had to.
Yeah.
While letting him just do terrible story
Whatever.
after terrible story.
What and the same story over and over,
Yep.
just in a different form.
Yep, the same story of Jericho leeches onto a young talent, beats them several times, and then puts them over.
Yeah, it's gimmick change.
Oh, yeah.
If you move young talent, like yeah, so I am like the learning tree has been one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I'm the learning tree.
Like I know he was called the Metallica of wrestling, and that like has never been more apt than right now. Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, first iteration, classic. Second iteration, oh my god. Like and then like third, fourth, fifth, like all fantastic. And now I feel like we're at 6 and 7. And now we're at Saint Anger and like load and reload. And we're just in this shit show. And Lars Sullivan is banging a drum so hard it sounds like he's banging a trash can lid on the back of an entire metal album.
And who?
And Trish Garrett and Lars Ulrich.
I thought you said Lars Sullivan for a second. I was like, I haven't heard that name in like a year.
No, Lars Ulrich,
Okay.
the drummer from Metallica. Lars Ulrich is sitting there banging on a drum and it sounds like a trash can. And Chris Jericho is that trash can.
Yeah.
But anyway,
American made.
why are they
American
feuding?
made. American made. American made. JT says Ray have Jericho leech off young talent in AEW.
No.
Jericho's not even in AEW universe right now.
Yeah.
He's not even on the AEW roster.
Jericho's been off TV for a while.
All year.
Yeah.
And I have not missed him. I watch your show. I've not missed him. I've never once watched an episode of your show this year and gone, you know what this could use? Jericho.
Yeah. Oddly, the talents you miss are the talents you don't miss, or the talents they can't get rid of. And that's Jericho and the Bucks. When you watch my show, you don't think, hey, this needs Chris Jericho, or hey, this needs the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that feeling like, oh, Ray needs to bring in the Young Bucks?
The first like week or so, 2 weeks of them doing the very obnoxious EVP gimmick, I was like, okay, this has potential. I could see Ray having fun with this. Then we got to week 3 and I was like, okay, never mind. I don't have a good analogy right now. I'd rather do anything else. I'd rather eat glass.
Okay, I'd rather take the tip of a bottle of hot sauce to the tip of my Johnson right now
Yeah.
than book them. I would rather eat at Taco Bell.
I haven't eaten at Taco Bell in well over a decade.
Neither have I. Oh, I have. I ate there at least somewhat recently. It's gross.
Yeah.
And I know some of you Taco Bell stands in the live chat about to go, Ray, what are you talking about? Taco Bell is so good. No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Taco Bell is disgusting.
So fucking tired of political ads, man.
Into your future with learning that can take you anywhere.
I would literally be like, all right, guys. If I was a politician right now, you want to know what my ad would be?
Hey, I'm not a million fucking years old.
Yeah, it'd be, hey guys, welcome to my ad. And I know you're used to people just trying to speak to you and scare you and try to inspire you at the same time. I'm not going to do that. I want you to feel nice. Here's some clips of Norm from Cheers. See, wasn't that great? Anyway, watch me on my TV appearances where I can better explain to you my actual agenda instead of me just trying to condense everything down into a minute. Anyway, have a nice night.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Anyway, more cheers. Sometimes you don't want to come.
Everybody knows your name.
It's the same song with everybody singing. SmackDown from Berlin, Friday 8/7 Central, only on Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, another sellout here tonight's Providence for Monday Night Raw. Berlin, Friday 8/7 Central, only on Fox.
I believe in Joe Hendry's sign in the front row.
Like I said, it's like your love of Joe Hendry is perfectly encapsulated in that clip of Donkey and Shrek. Just
I believe, 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 I believe. I believe. I believe.
Leave the people in the back.
JT, I am just not responding to that one. That one might cross a slight line, my guy.
What?
It's a joke about me and a video game character that I like.
Get the two least important members.
That being said, JT, if you're asking about my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 that I'm not streaming, the one that I'm playing on my own, yes. Yes, I have.
explain why they stabbed us in the back. And they
We've been kicked out of the locker room, so we found this super cool boiler room to hang out in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I would love it if like they just cut to like Mankind in the corner, just like.
You know, I think it's really funny. Did you hear what Rikishi? Because, like, you know, they've been kind of teasing Jay and Rhea becoming an on-screen pair.
Yeah.
Rikishi was asked about this, where they went, "Are they trying to get my son divorced? Like, Rhea isn't also married. Like, Dom isn't also married. Like, Finn isn't also married. Like, Big Quiche, buddy. There have been so many on-screen romances in WWE between people who are married to other people in real life. Your son ain't getting divorced unless he or his wife are extremely insecure and feel unstable about the sanctity of their marriage." They're saying Bash in Berlin starts at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Now, the question is, am I going to sit down and start stream at 1 p.m. and then see Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Caleb Braxton, and Biggie sitting at a table talking? Or am I going to sit down at 1 p.m., turn it on, and see the show start?
So do you think Kevin turns on Cody?
Uh-huh. I sure do. In fact, I will put this on the line over it. This Saturday at Bash in Berlin.
Is that you asking me, or is that like?
That's just me plugging that we're doing prediction, that someone's doing predictions with me this week. I mean, I got 3 predictions videos I can make this week. I can feed off that sweet wrestling predictions algorithm. Fiverr.com/Xander. Is that my link? Is it Fiverr.com/Xander? Hold on. I gotta be able to plug it properly. Fiverr.com/Xander_Ellis11 for all of your voice acting and wrestling graphic needs.
That guy with like the Boston gear on and the sunglasses above the door against Michael Cole. You can make so many memes out of that.
Oh, yeah. I think it's really funny when people find out that I am more than just a commentary voice when I start doing, like, character voices. People are like, oh, wait, Xander can actually do voices? Yes.
I have one.
Okay.
When you walk into the room in conversation after leaving the bathroom when you're waiting for someone to go in there and smell what you just did.
But yeah, like, I got 3 things I can do predictions on this week. I got TNA Emergence on Friday. I got Bash in Berlin on Saturday, and I got No Mercy on Sunday.
I don't know why I always think, like, I know a lot of people say Sid Vicious, I know a lot of people say Sid Justice. I always think Psycho Sid.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I like that's the name that comes to mind when I think about that's the rest. I'm like, oh, it's Psycho Sid.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, is he like the best, like, rival for everyone? No, but he's like, what's he like? He was like just like, I don't know. He was a great standby villain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I still don't know why he and Hogan main evented WrestleMania 8 with no title on the line.
I think because, like, I don't know, like, because Sid had been around just a few years earlier when Hulk Hogan was really over, that main event would have worked.
Yeah.
Just because Psycho Sid could be like really holds up well as like a dark mirror to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Especially with the name Psycho Sid, it's
Yeah, the same
has, like,
alliteration.
same
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we're losing a lot of wrestlers lately. I saw Alpha and Tika.
Yeah. JT asks our thoughts on CM Punk returning to WWE. My thoughts are you're like a year too late on asking that question, bud. I was live reacting when it happened. To which my reaction to CM Punk's return to WWE was, all right, we'll just wait for the copyright logo to go away, let the show fade to black, and we will call it a thing. Shh. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Phil? Still one of my best reaction moments because the whoa, what the fuck was a 100% genuine, like, I was not actually expecting this to happen moment. Because I had been #1 hater up until that point. I was like, all right, yeah, it ain't happening. Don't get your hopes up. He ain't coming back. Your hero's gone. He's never going to come back to wrestling. And if he does, he's going to show up in TNA. JT says, thoughts on if Okada had signed with WWE instead of AEW? Then we probably would have gotten Okada and Gunther at WrestleMania, would be my guess. But it's one of those what ifs that we'll never know at this point.
It's on us to make new energy work.
I'm getting a commercial for Olive Garden's Never-Ending Pasta Bowl, and I just think of the sponsored ad in the Sonic movie, the original one, when the commander of Gun presents Tom and Maddie with the gift certificate. He's like, I'd like to give you this as a thank you for your service to your country. Oh, let's see. This is a $50 Olive Garden coupon. Have you tried their Never-Ending Pasta Bowl? It never ends. Okay, Sheamus, Bronson, and Ludwig is the third qualifier next week.
All right.
And my assumption is the last one will be Dom and two others. Dom, Dragon Lee, and Ilya. Ooh, that'll be a good match.
Yeah.
Glad Dragon Lee.
Did you see about the All In press conference yesterday?
Which part?
Some reporters tried to ask Mercedes about her divorce, like just out of nowhere.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You don't ask people about that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, WrestleLuigi just crossed 50 subscribers, so thank you guys for that. We're making moves over here. We'll have predictions all week. I'm debating getting like a different challenger for each of the 3 shows this weekend instead of having someone do all 3 shows as my opponents, just being like, yeah, I'm gonna run the gauntlet of challengers, and then I just fucking lose the title on the first night to like Missile.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I can. Yeah, I could make it where Missile could pick predictions.
Just like you put the two pictures in front of Missile. And,
Yeah, exactly. Whichever one she baps at is who she thinks is gonna win.
yeah. You just put a treat on each of them, and whichever one
Yeah.
she eats first.
Exactly. It's actually a really good idea. I think it's a cute way to get Missile involved.
Yeah.
All right, man event time.
I just like. Don't get me wrong. I like Chad Gable as a heel. I don't get why Uncle Howdy's a face.
Because he's
Okay.
grieving.
I get that. At the same time, it's just like this. I don't know. Like,
God, it just feels good to hear this song in full. I'm interested to see how they present Uncle Howdy as a wrestler.
yeah. We still got 15 minutes in the show.
Oh yeah, I think they're gonna give him time. I mean, both guys are solid in the ring.
Yeah, but like,
ICU comes in the chat and asks, "Do you like doing co-branded PLEs better or brand exclusive?" So we actually talking about this pretty early on the stream. I think you and I were kind of agreeing that we like that we each kind of have our own exclusives that we do because it gives our storylines more room to breathe.
yeah.
I am interested in how our first full collaboration, like Big Four, is gonna go because we got SummerSlam in a couple months
Yeah.
in November. Oh, I love to see that.
Oh,
Isn't the general voiced by J.K. Simmons? No, no, no. He's the farmer's insurance guy.
yeah. By the way, I know they're expensive, but I actually hear they're some of the best insurance you can buy.
Farmers?
Yeah.
Or you know?
I've heard Farmers is great insurance.
It's good to know.
From like renowned lawyers, I've heard Farmers is really good insurance.
So Uncle Huddy's at least decent in ring. He's in there with Chad Gable, good dance partner. I mean, it's Bo Dallas in there. Bo Dallas has always been a pretty good wrestler. I mean, there's obviously the potential ring rust because it has been 5 years since his last match that we know of. At least since his last televised match. Did you enjoy All In yesterday? Yeah, it was a fun show.
Remember when I said pretty much the same stuff? Some of them doesn't. You want it so much. When your broadband goes, so do your customers. And that's why Summer Business Broadband has automatic 4G backup and a stay connected guarantee. Your service does keep you up and running no matter what. Better believe it. Let our dedicated team with a will switch to it.
To truly embrace the fun. Start to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
Champions League playoff ties live this week, and it all kicks off tomorrow with Sparta Prague versus Malmo. This is Steve Field.
So, what's been your opinion on the heel Gable run so far?
I mean, like, I like it, and I like the characterization, but I just don't think, like I said, I don't think he should be feeding the Wildy necessarily.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I don't think it's he can win. So it's just like you're in this. Because you can't have Howdy lose this early.
Yeah.
British Gas. All fans.
Sorry, Seamus. No buddy. Patrick. Andrew. Thanks for waking me up at 6 o'clock.
I don't know. The stream I'm on has like an absurdly long commercial break.
Ah, fun.
Those were Patrick. Sorry. It's amazing how fast.
Let's see.
Let's bring my number.
Tomorrow is going to be 105 degrees in Chicago, says Zach. Yeah, we're getting pretty bad temperatures like that here in Georgia. Glad Brian finally got the world title. Can't wait for Omega and Moxley to return, though. Yeah, that'll be nice when those guys are back.
Oh,
The question is, did Pac take Mox's place in the BCC? I doubt it. Kind of wish Gable had won the IC title. Yeah, I can see that. JC says he's back. What did you miss? The entrances for Gable and Howdy, and the match is going now. I do kind of wish that Howdy would wrestle without the mask.
I think if he wrestled in the mask but not the wig, he'd be fine.
Yeah, maybe. Just use his natural. Just like put some gray in your natural hair, Bo. Taylor. Whatever you want to be called.
Yeah, some gray highlights, that'd work. Well, also because it's a bad wig.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of got like the Kane, like the 2012 Kane mask going on,
Yeah.
where it like covers everything like, up to his nose, and then it's got a wig attached to it. Which I think Kane's
Yeah, but at
always.
least that was
I think Kane's mask always had a wig. I don't think Glenn Jacobs ever had long hair, as far as I'm aware.
No, at one point he did.
Gotcha.
Like if you look at like when Kane debuted, that's clearly his hair.
Yeah. I could just be tired. This final I feel like this match is dragging on a little bit.
No,
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm
Kane did
saying
have
too, so, like,
the short masks since 03. You're right.
I feel like Uncle Howdy's debut should have been like a rather short thing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he should have made quick work of whoever he was going to be in the ring with, whether it was Gable or whoever.
Also, like it's just like not that it was bad or anything. It just adds a whole nother thing when it's like when Dexter Loomis looks as scary as he does right now.
Yeah. Loomis is the most intimidating looking one of the bunch.
I know, like Loomis actually looks scary. Everyone else looks like Loomis and Cross look insane. Like,
Yeah. So I assume the Creeds are coming. Yeah. You know, it's weird. It's like Howdy should have a whole family here that defends him from this.
but that's what I was saying. All this is just like way too quick to be doing this.
Yeah, having Howdy
Like-
kind of get like,
Like having the ref down spot and having all this happen.
yeah. Yeah, Loomis looks horrifying, says Pierre. I agree. God, they're making Rowan look great. I'd love to see Rowan get a run with the IC title as part of the Wyatt Six.
I don't think they're gonna be even rolling some of the singles sound, baby.
Yeah, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I mainly say that because Brody had the IC title.
I'm like a big believer in Rowan, and it's not like I dislike him. I just am like, I've always seen him as kind of like weak, especially compared to Brody and Bray.
Yeah. It's okay, Ray. You can just tell the world you don't like that you hate Eric Rowan. Same way you think I hate Jonathan Gresham, even though I don't.
I mean, you do hate Jonathan Gresham.
I don't hate Jonathan Gresham. I just find him overrated. I don't see the potential everyone else sees. God, Gable sells the Sister Abigail so damn well.
Yeah. That was a good Raw, guys.
Oh yeah, very solid episode of Raw.
Yeah. What I understand. Yeah. Pretty good episode.
Oh, yeah.
Xander, do you have anything to tell the people?
Watch NXT tomorrow. And
We'll watch along to NXT tomorrow.
I'll be doing a watch along,
I
yeah.
won't.
Watch his episode of Dynamite on Wednesday. Be sure to check out predictions coming to this channel this weekend. Otherwise,
Watch everything.
watch all of our stuff and
Watch.
watch all of our stuff and send us presents. I'm kidding. Just watch our stuff.
mean,
Watching
if
our
you want-
stuff is the best thing you can get. Is the greatest present you can give us. All
Uh,
right, cool.
if you
We're gonna
wanna
sign out.
send us fantasy, it's okay for you.
That's true. Yeah. All right, we're gonna sign out. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.